Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Defy the Odds. I'm so excited for today's episode because I'm going to share with you the process I take myself through in my journal to shift my limiting beliefs and my fears. This process has changed my life. And again, I am not exaggerating. This is the process that I've used in every single launch in my business. This is the process I use whenever I find myself stuck in fear, where my mind is taking over, where I am in self-doubt, where I think things aren't possible. And this process releases all of that negative energy and brings you back to the truth. It brings you back to your center. It brings you back to your highest frequency. And when we're in that state, literally anything is possible. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can see my cat Penny on the back of my chair. She's showing off her balancing skills right now. So if you hear noises in the background, that's my cat. She's the cutest, and she is a lot. Okay, so let's dive in. There are 5 steps to this process. Step number 1 is identifying our thoughts. And this is where I grab my journal and I like to ask myself the question, what's going on beneath the surface? Or what am I afraid of right now? Or what is this feeling that I have, right? And I love to do this anytime I'm feeling anxious or stressed or afraid or just really noticing some heavy energy around myself. So I'll grab my journal and I'll literally write what's going on beneath the surface. And then I write down whatever it is. I'll write down, I'm 3 days into my launch of this program and nobody has signed up yet. I don't think anyone in my audience wants to buy this. I feel like I'm annoying people by selling to them every single day. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. This was probably a terrible idea, right? Let's just writing out all of the thoughts that I have without censoring myself. You might find thoughts in there around judgment, around fear of failure, not feeling worthy, that it's impossible. So I just get it all out on the paper. And then the second step is to go back through that list that you wrote down and ask yourself, is this true? And just to kind of jump ahead and let you in on a secret, it's never actually true. But we're going to ask ourselves, we're going to go through our list one by one. Is this actually true? And so for the thought of nobody in my audience wants to buy this. Well, is that actually true? Do I know for a fact, can I be 100% certain that nobody in my audience wants to buy this? Well, on Instagram, I have almost 2,500 followers. So there's no way that I could know that every single person doesn't want to buy this, right? Is it true that I'm not cut out for this? Well, no, like only I can decide that. Like it's not ultimately true. There is not, as Amanda Frances, one of my favorite mindset and money mentors says, there's not a chalkboard in the sky. There's not some all-encompassing being saying Ashley is not cut out for this. She has to do something else, right? So I go through each of the fears and limiting beliefs that I wrote down, and I ask myself if it's true. And it never is. If you get stuck and you're like, but it feels true. Yes, it will feel true. But any thought that feels bad or scary or heavy is not the ultimate truth, right? The ultimate truth is light and love and openness and possibility, right? It's a higher frequency than that. So all of this low frequency fear and doubt and negativity and heaviness, that is not the truth. So this process that we're going through is helping us to shift away from that and to tap back into the frequency of truth. So we have our list. We've already decided that none of it is true. So now we need to choose a better feeling thought. We need to choose a different thought that feels better. This is how we're going to start to shift it. And you don't have to go from 0 to 100, right? We're not trying to go from nobody in my audience wants to buy this to everyone wants to buy this and I'm going to be a millionaire this year. But we can go from 0 to 1. We can go to a slightly better feeling thought. So whenever I have the thought that nobody wants to buy this, I shift that to my audience is growing with more aligned clients every single day. When I have the thought that nobody's signing up for this, I might tell myself, there are people in my audience who know me, who like me, who trust me, who trust themselves, and who are ready to invest in this. Because I do believe that is true. I do believe there are people in my audience who know me. I believe there's people in my audience who like me. I believe there's people in my audience who trust me. I believe there's people in my audience who trust themselves and want to invest in whatever I have to offer. And so if I believe that is true, what's my job? My job is to stay connected to that belief and to show up every single day talking about what I have to offer so that my people can find me. So we're going to go back through our list from step 1, all of the fears and limiting beliefs, and we're going to choose a better feeling thought. I am getting more clear on how I help my people every day. My audience is growing every day with people who are the most aligned, perfect clients, right? One step better to a better feeling thought. And then step 4 is to vibe with this better feeling thought, to hold that frequency and notice anytime you dip back down, anytime you notice yourself feeling insecure or afraid or doubtful. And when you notice that, you just shift back. Oh, right. What's that new belief that I have? What's that new thought that I'm trying to think over and over and over? You might do this through visualization, right? Just closing your eyes and imagining people DMing you, asking you for the link, imagining you opening your PayPal and seeing the payment there. Imagine your email dinging with somebody saying they just joined your program. Or you can do this by taking yourself on a rampage, which I believe is another Amanda Frances term, where you talk about the outcome that you want. So if I'm in a launch and let's say I want 5 people in this launch, or I'll do right now. Right now, I have 4 spaces open for private coaching with me. And so I might say, oh my God, the 4 spots for my private coaching just filled up with the most aligned clients. I am so freaking excited to serve these women. They came in so quickly and so easily. That first person who DM'd me, she was ready to go. She was ready to pay in full. And I knew from that first message, we were going to create incredible magic together. This woman is so driven. She is an action taker. She's already had success in her business and she's ready to take it to a whole nother level. Some of these clients paid in full and some of them hopped on payment plans. So I have recurring income coming in for the next 6 months. Oh my gosh, this feels so freaking good, right? When I talk like that, yes, I'm saying the words and yes, I'm visualizing it in my mind, but I can also feel it in my body. And that is the most important part. Feeling it in our body, because when we feel it in our body, we are radiating and emitting a different frequency. We are literally becoming the antenna for the universe that says, this is what I want, this is what I desire, I am a match for it, and the universe has no option but to bring it to you. So, step 1, write out your list of fears and limiting beliefs. Step 2, is it true? No, it's never true. So if it's never true, step 3, what could be more true? What's a better feeling thought? What's a thought that feels more like love? What's a thought that's actually more aligned with the outcome that I want? Step 4, we're vibing with the thought. We are holding that thought. We are believing that thought and feeling the frequency of it. And then step 5, we are continuously thinking the new thought. So this might mean you're journaling affirmations every morning. You might create some mantras around it. around it where you're writing that new thought out every single day. You might set alarms on your phone or reminders. I have like 5 reminders that go off every day. Right now, what do we have? I am a highly successful, oh, where did it go? I'm a highly successful, capable person. Congratulations on your $15,000 a month. I have a $180,000 business. There are people looking for me to teach them how to build a business in alignment with their design, right? And every time that pops up on my phone, I look at it and I say it and I believe it and I feel it in my body. I also do this with Post-it notes and I hang them all around my home. I have 4 of them on my wall right up here in front of my computer so that I'm seeing this new thought. It's being repeated to me over and over and over. And over time, this new thought becomes ingrained in our mind and it becomes a new belief. Now, this is an ongoing, continuous process, right? This is not something you take yourself through once and you're like, check, I'm done, I'm good. We have to go back to step 1 anytime we don't feel good enough, and anytime we're scared, and anytime we're doubting ourselves, and anytime we don't think it's possible, or anytime we're stuck in a low vibe. Grab your journal and ask yourself, what's going on right now? And you write it out. And then you challenge it. Is this true? No, it's never true. Great. What's a better feeling thought? What do I want to be true that I can actually start believing and get behind? And you write that out and you feel that new thought in your body and you think the new thought and you remind yourself of the new thought over and over and over and over. Your homework. Journal out all of those low vibe thoughts. Like if you do this process every single day, I guarantee you your life will change. Take yourself through these 5 steps. And I also want to say, if you're newer to this kind of work, steps 2 and 3, where you're asking yourself if it's true and really getting to the point where you believe, no, that of course that's not true, and you are choosing a better feeling thought, those steps might take you a while. It might take you a couple days to work through that. And that's okay. You will get quicker and quicker at this. Now, when I do this, I can shift in about 10 minutes and write out my thoughts, challenge it, create a new thought, and be like, oh, right, okay, that's who I am. That's what I believe to be true. And I can hold that feeling and carry it with me through the rest of the day. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a comment on Spotify or iTunes, rate the podcast, share it on Instagram and tag me. I would love to hear what you think. And if you take yourself through this process, please send me a DM and let me know how it went for you. I would love to hear from you. I hope that you all have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.